Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm now going to be doing, as the title suggests, Ronald Reagan Patriotic Speech. I haven't actually watched it. I think I might have seen clips of it before. You know the way things get little bits taken out of them and put on social media and stuff. I'm not too sure if this will be from this speech, but Ronald Reagan was definitely somebody that was known for speaking his mind, and a very patriotic president, and I really admire that sort of quality. Put America first. Look at it this way, the way I see it is, doesn't matter what country you're from, if your persuasion is right or left, you know, in an American's case, Democratic or Republican Party, it doesn't matter what you see yourself as. It's about being proud of where you're from, it's about being patriotic, and this speech, I'm hoping, will epitomise that. There's a notion lost in people today which you're not allowed to use your brain, or they don't think they're allowed to, or they just simply let other people do the thinking for them. It's a nonsense. It's an absolute nonsense. Be proud of where you're from, be patriotic, and be unashamed of that and unapologetic for it. Don't let people dictate your views. If you've got a way of thinking, that's yours and you're entitled to it. And I'm hoping that speech is kind of down the middle and kind of emphasises what I'm getting at with this. It's not about being right or left, it's about being patriotic and being proud, standing shoulder to shoulder together. And usually in the times of trouble, when countries face peril, it's when you see people coming together and all the politics goes out of the window. You're all united as one, and I'm hoping that pulls on the heartstrings of this. So anyway, no more talking. This is Ronald Reagan's patriotic speech. Let's go.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land, we unleashed the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom.
Very true.
Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, My Pledge, he had written these words: America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone. We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever.
Never.
We are Americans.
Wow. That was powerful. I love the Warriors Pledge, and halfway through the video there, it just sums up what people were fighting for. And as I say, it's not a political party. It's the idea of freedom for your country, for your family, for the next generations to come. And it's pretty much as straightforward as that, isn't it? Very powerful message. No weapon, no arsenal, no artillery, no nothing is more formidable than the will of a person's freedom, or people's freedom. Absolutely incredible. I've got shivers down my spine, and when you're actually talking about the battlefields and the Warriors Pledge, your eyes are starting to tear up, because you remember the brave men and women of the Great War, and indeed every war since, but particularly the Great War. The slaughter was senseless, the carnage was unbelievable. The things that those men had to go through, not just to mention the fighting, but also the diseases that they had to endure from the rats, dysentery, etc. They really went through it, and they paid the ultimate sacrifice so we can have freedoms. And as I say, this is a notion almost lost in today's generation. They're using those freedoms, and they're really kicking the backside out of it, aren't they? It's something close to my heart to do with when it comes to the forces. Very, very close to my heart. So it's something that I can echo. What he's saying there, I echo it, and I agree with it 100%. I hope that many people who are watching this, and know how proudly patriotic, near enough, the majority of Americans are, regardless of side, of this political divide that seems to be ever grown in America right now. But I know everyone deep down is a patriotic American, and they just need to be reminded of that. I think a lot of people, of why they should be. It's something that's not lost on me. I'm not an American, but I'm a patriot. I'm patriotic for my own country. Scottish by birth, British by the grace of God. Served in the forces was my will, and it was something that I cherish, and I'm proud that I've done. So yeah, pretty much everything that was said in that video, and I echo and I agree with 100%. A powerfully delivered speech. Ronald Reagan, maybe not necessarily, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's just somebody who I've came across. It wasn't a president really that I would remember. I would have been young if I was even born. I don't even think I was born when he was president. But like him or hate him, it's like Marmite here. You like them or hate them, you can't deny that the man spoke well. And when you're speaking that's just showing passion, an outpouring of patriotism, and it's something that I absolutely admire. And as I say, well delivered speech. If you haven't seen that speech, I hope you enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. As I said, there was moments in it I could feel my eyes tearing up a little bit, but ultimately in agreement with everything that was said in that. When you look at all the gravestones with the crosses on them, with the stars of David on them, freedom isn't free, and we all need to remember that, don't we? But as I've said, there's a lot of these videos I'm doing. It's something that's been requested quite a lot, and I do appreciate it, because it's something I find really enjoyable to watch and also react to. So I've got no problem with reacting to similar things. I'm looking at doing more of the American battles throughout the years. The Alamo's one I was looking at, the Civil War, obviously between the Yankees and the Confederates. It's a war, obviously, that it's been well documented over the years. We've seen movies with it, but it's something I really enjoy. And I know the Confederacy, the Confederate States, the Ulster Scots have an awful lot to play in that, and indeed Scots fought on both sides of that. There would have been Scots that fought with the British as well. There'd have been Scots that fought with the Yankees. There'd have been Scots that fought with the South. So it really did have an awful lot to do with the shaping and the creation and the sort of building blocks of America and so forth into its present day, haven't they? So it's it's something that's very close to my interests, if you like, and I'm looking into doing more reactions on it. There's songs that I've came across that I'd like. There's the Republic's Battle, is it the Battle Song of the Republic? I'm looking at doing that. I've came across a Whitney Houston one, so I'm actually going to do a reaction to that. Haven't heard it, don't really know. I've probably heard the tune before, but I don't really know what the Battle Song of the Republic is. So Whitney Houston, you can't get better than her, can you? If she's singing it, that should be a good version. So just loads of little things to come. If there's any battles you think I should check out, please feel free to drop a comment in the section below as to what that is, because as I say, I'm learning as I'm doing the videos. It's something I really enjoy, I have a keen interest in, and I'm just eager to learn about. So thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe and fire the notifications bell on so you don't miss any future uploads. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.